With Richard Gorelick. I'm Amanda. That is Richard. You can join us here every Thursday at 12:30 to talk about everything food related in Baltimore. This week in Baltimore, eating is brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park, your neighborhood gourmet grocer on Roland Avenue and North Charles Street in Baltimore. Richard, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about Thanksgiving.
Thanks.
Thanksgiving is a week from today.
Wow.
And
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's right.
It's just like, wow, when did that happen?
And, I love Thanksgiving. I do. One thing is I just have to show up.
Oh, you don't do anything?
I bring the cheese. Now, this tradition, we go to my cousin's house. We've been going for, I just thought about it, for about 40 years now.
Wow.
I think we've been going to
The
my
same
cousin's
spot.
house in Ruxton. And about 20 years ago, it occurred to me that people were were peckish before the meal was served because no one had thought of appetizers.
That's crazy, because I like to graze. I graze all day, everywhere I am.
Graze all day. So I was working at Whole Foods at the time in the specialty, the cheese department. Mm-hmm. And I suddenly knew all about cheese. And I started bringing cheese. And then I became a popular relative. I became a popular guest at
because cheese.
Thanksgiving.
Did you make a whole board with condiments and
Well, here's the thing. I
crackers?
did a couple years, but every year I remember that I don't have a cheese board or a cheese plate. I'm going to get one this
so
year.
Many.
I don't have any. So I always have to impose and alarm my cousin when I get there, like looking for a cheese plate. Or go, how about this? So I'm going to invest in a cheese plate this year.
So what do you do? Like a soft, a hard, an American? How do you do this?
Well, for some years I was extremely creative about it and did thematic cheese boards, maybe American cheeses because it's Thanksgiving. Sometimes it would be Italian, sometimes English cheeses.
Like a Stilton.
Right. But it turns out that if you bring Manchego, everyone's happy.
Manchego is really good.
So if you have nothing to bring to Thanksgiving, just stop by the store and get a hunk of Manchego and you're set. Mm-hmm. And maybe some Marcona almonds.
Oh, yes. That's a good pairing there.
Mm-hmm.
I last year for the holidays, I got my stepfather a cheese selection from De Bruno Brothers in Philly.
Oh.
And it was like a Gouda selection. So there was like really aged Gouda and a really caramel Gouda.
I love when it gets all caramelized.
Oh
like
my
that.
God. They were so good.
And
I'm big into cheese.
Thinking now. So what do you usually show up with, or what do you have to do?
So I don't have to show up because I don't have to do that. My family goes to prime rib every year.
We were going to talk about that.
Yes, we were.
I've never eaten out on Thanksgiving. And when I was at the Baltimore Sun, I used to have to compile a list of all the restaurants that had Thanksgiving dinner. And I think when I started in 2010, there were 3. And by the time I left in 2015,
now
there were
everyone
20.
does it.
And I kind of really like the idea. And the prime rib was...
It's impeccable. So the reason we started was because it's up the street from the Sun, and I had to work a shift one year, and I was kind of bumming because, like, how do you do that and go
That's
work
such a rom-com thing, having to work on Thanksgiving.
Right. So, yeah, but there was no, whatever.
Well, okay.
So we were like, well, we could try this. It's really convenient. And let's do it. And we felt weird. We felt awkward. We were like, are we going to look like the family that nobody wanted?
Sure, people think that, but no.
But then we got there, and it was so welcoming and so warm and so lovely. And they have a pianist. And now this is our 5th year, I think. And, we ask for the same table every year, the main room in the back by the mirrors.
Yep.
Yep. And I don't even order. They have a Thanksgiving meal. I don't order it ever. I usually get some sort of seafood thing or the crab cakes.
So you don't? They have the special Thanksgiving menu.
My stepfather usually gets it because he's a traditionalist,
right.
and it's great. He loves it. But most of us at the table do not order the Thanksgiving meal.
I love hearing about what different families do for Thanksgiving and preserving their own ethnic, background. So it might be lasagna for Thanksgiving, but it might be lasagna and turkey because some guests want to see their traditional things. I asked people out there about cranberry sauce.
Oh, that is divisive.
Very divisive. I know a lot of families that have 2 kinds of cranberry sauce.
Some people are attached to the stuff that comes right out of the can and sits there. Glenn, you that guy? No, you.
Relish.
Oh,
right.
Very relish.
Okay. Yeah, my mom actually has whipped up some like Grand Marnier stuff. Like she'll mix cranberries with Grand Marnier and nut like pecans or something. It's pretty good. It's alcoholic-y, but it's good.
Here's another tip from me. This is a tip that if you need to bring something, you can't go wrong with bringing a green vegetable because there's usually a shortage of good green vegetables at Thanksgiving because no one's thought to bring it. Everyone's brought sweet potatoes or mashed potatoes or other starches. But if you just go to the farmer's market, and remember, it's the last farmer's market before Thanksgiving.
The big one.
Very, very busy and festive and joyous and fun, the farmer's market. So go, and if you just buy like a ton of broccoli and really just prepare it simply, you'll be a hero. You'll be a Thanksgiving hero, and it's very easy to do.
Well, what about green bean casserole? Doesn't everyone make that?
Love it.
Almonds?
And so this would be an alternative.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, did you want to say something?
Sure, I would love to say something. So if you just got here, you're watching This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick. We are brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park. Choose Eddie's for all your Thanksgiving needs, speaking of, from roasted whole turkeys to cranberry relish and pumpkin pie. They've got the flavors you remember. Visit their website for a complete holiday menu. Be sure to comment, like, and share and follow us at #Jmore Eating. As a programming note, we won't be here next week because obviously it's the holiday, but we will be back on November 30th, so bring your appetites then. Tell us now, like, what you like to do for Thanksgiving, what your family traditions are. We want to hear. We want to talk to you about it.
You put it in the comments, and in the comments I'll add later a list of restaurants that are open for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
How about that? I know that Charleston is open, and the Elephant's going to be open, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
So, yeah, I have no judgment about people. It's hard for some people to who work all week to pull off a Thanksgiving meal. So why not go out?
Yeah.
If you can afford it.
My stepfather, because he does get nostalgic, he will make like a small turkey later in the weekend so he can still have his turkey sandwiches and stuff. He will do that.
Love turkey sandwiches I love it on challah. That's my favorite turkey sandwich.
Nice.
Hey, Amanda, we got some news yesterday about related to the Baltimore Sun. The
Breaking news right
restaurant
here.
critic Suzanne Loudermilk, who was not on the staff, but she was a constant freelancer and contributor of restaurant reviews twice a week, will not be writing reviews anymore for the Baltimore Sun. And I think I've heard that they're going to be doing that in-house, one of the existing staff members. But it's very sad. Suzanne Loudermilk is a very good buddy and a good egg, and I'm sad that it happened this way, very suddenly, apparently. And it's also sad for Baltimore that there's not a full-time dedicated restaurant critic at the Baltimore Sun. Not sure what that says. Does it say anything about restaurant criticism, or does it say more about just the state of daily newspapers?
Journalism in this town would be my guess. I'm going to stay political on this conversation.
Oh, I won't.
But you can do what you want, but I'm going to avoid any kind of controversy right now.
No, that's fine.
But I will say, at once upon a time, we also lost a pretty epic and amazing film critic, and that shouldn't have happened either.
Yeah, that was sad. Let's move on.
Yes.
But send your best wishes to Suzanne Loudermilk.
Yeah, that's too bad to hear.
And you had some news about, speaking of journalism, in-house here.
Sure, it's not really journalism-based, but I am very, very excited to announce we have a new recipes database. It's our virtual cookbook. Jmore. Sorry, not you. It's not your database. You could submit your cheese board recipe. But so Jmore's new recipe database or virtual cookbook. It is entirely searchable by cuisine type, course. So you can just search for desserts if you want to. That's my bag. You can search by keyword and any numerous ways. Plus, even better, you can also submit your own recipes, which we really want people to start doing. So if you guys have family heirloom recipes that you don't want to get lost, they can live here in posterity. And we could actually together as a community build a pretty kick butt Jewish recipes database, really.
And traditional and contemporary, I saw today or yesterday posted a recipe for sweet potato stuffed with quinoa.
Yes, that was a Moroccan recipe, I believe.
Yeah.
From Hupit Bartov Miller, who's been writing restaurant reviews or recipes for us. And yes, we have different ethnicities, Thanksgiving recipes, Hanukkah recipes. And each recipe is printable and shareable. It's pretty awesome. Right now, there's about 75 in there, and it's always growing. So
great, just in time for Thanksgiving, and those look like a great thing to whip up for Thanksgiving, the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I want to make those. There was also some sort of mushroom tartlet that's in there. I want to make that, like a focaccia or something, but it looks really good.
Hey, that sounds great.
Yes.
And they can just find it on the Jmore.
It's at jmoreliving.com/all-recipes.
All-recipes. And a few things happening this weekend
Yeah,
that I
tell
wanted
us.
to talk about. Tomorrow, my favorite, I do have a favorite, I can say, favorite bagel maker in Baltimore is Bottoms Up Bagels. And you know them from farmers markets.
Yeah, I've never eaten a bottoms up bagel.
Oh my gosh. Now, we can fight and talk all day about what makes a bagel. But
yeah, we could
to
fight
me,
about
these
that.
bagels from Bottoms Up Bagels are dense, they have no preservatives, so that if you don't eat them or freeze them right away, you have to eat them right away or freeze them. The good news is that they will get rock hard in a day. That's good news.
Why is that the good news?
Because it means there are no preservatives in them.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's not good news, but it's...
You literally have to buy them and eat them.
You have to buy them and eat them or freeze them. But they have a Black Russian bagel, so it's like an everything bagel.
And that's rare. Those are hard to find.
Oh my gosh. These are great bagels, and they're having Bottoms Up Bagels a second birthday bash tomorrow, Saturday, November 25th, from 3 to 7 p.m. at Peabody Heights Brewery. So I might drop that in the comments too, information about that. But you should seek them out, Bottoms Up Bagels. They're at various farmers markets, and support them because they're a small company, all homemade, good people.
That's great. Tell us where your favorite bagel place is in town. I know we've asked before for various reasons, and often we get a Greg's Bagels.
Greg's Bagels, good people
yeah.
and good stuff. And I love Greg's too, and I just have a special place in my heart for Bottoms Up.
Okay, so let us know what you think of them.
And they also smoke a lot of their, like Greg's, they're doing a lot of good smoking and curing
for
too.
their salmon?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's nice, good salmon.
Good white fish. I'm a big white fish fan.
You know you are. I can't get with you on that. All right, what else is happening?
What you told me about something that seemed like a lot of fun.
For tonight.
It's a latte art throwdown.
I think it's awesome.
Tonight, and that's at Atwater's Canton. And that's from 7 to 9 p.m. And it's open to anyone who wants to participate. So registration's at 7, first pour at 7:30, and it's $5 to enter. So if you're a talented latte art maker, then head on down there.
Do you think people know what latte art is? Do you think they know what we're talking about?
I think it's, when you order a latte and then they give it to you, sometimes there's a little design in it.
I love that.
I love that
too. A heart or a leaf or a smiley. I don't know. But bring your best latte abilities and enter this contest.
Yeah, and then if you are really perplexed, just Google latte art, and you'll see all sorts of really cool things there.
I think I saw someone once did the Scream Munch.
Ah.
I think I saw that, but I don't remember where. It probably was just on Instagram or something.
I'd like to get that.
You'd like a Scream copy?
Sure.
That'd be
or
awesome,
the Mona Lisa.
All right. Any other events happening?
No.
Okay.
We're sort of ramping up to the pre-holiday weekend. So a lot of people who normally would be having events are quiet this weekend because people are going out of town and coming into town.
Yes.
So I just want to hear what other people are doing and how they prepare for the holidays. Let's carry on this conversation on Facebook.
And we want to hear about the difference regionally about stuffings and sauerkraut or no sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, I never knew was a Baltimore thing or a Maryland thing.
I didn't know about it. You're right. I never even heard about having that for Thanksgiving until I got here.
We always did. We always had sauerkraut, but I didn't know that it was special to Maryland.
Glenn, do you do sauerkraut?
Yes, not on Thanksgiving, but in general.
Like New Year's and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I never did it. And for my stuffing, I like chestnut stuffing. I actually make a really good chestnut stuffing, but my family's all from New York, so I don't know if I get that from them.
And do you do in-bird or out-of-bird stuffing?
Out.
Out.
It's like a side dish.
Right.
Yeah.
But people used to prepare it in the bird, but now they think there's just general thoughts that that's not that healthy. Or it can lead to
be little chicken noses or something.
And also read that the whole tryptophan thing is not real.
You don't get sleepy after turkey?
People get sleepy because they've eaten so much food and they haven't walked around and they were sat all day.
But they carb loaded.
Don't get sleepy because of any kind of because of the tryptophan in turkey.
So we can't use that as an excuse anymore.
Not the tryptophan. You'd have to eat pounds and pounds and pounds of turkey to have the tryptophan take any effect.
Okay. So don't try that as an excuse because it's not real. And what about when you need to loosen up your pants? What can we blame that on?
Oh my gosh, I saw something online about stovetop stuffing is selling Thanksgiving pants.
Elastic waist, right? I think I saw that too.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Can you imagine getting to your cousin's house and everyone's wearing their little matching Thanksgiving pants?
I can't imagine my cousins doing that.
All right, so let us know about how you like your stuffing and your sides. And remember to go to the market this weekend and pick up some broccoli and be the star of your show.
Broccoli, keep it simple if you have to show up with something. Or go fancy.
Yeah. Are we ending this? Do you have anything else to say?
I think I'm done. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right, so remember to tune in every Thursday at 12:30, but not next weekend. For this This Week in Baltimore Eating, which has been brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park, your source for quality prepared foods, deli sandwiches, fresh produce, and unique gifts. Learn more at eddiesofrolandpark.com. Follow us at #Jmore Eating. Tell all your friends. Comment to us in the comments field below. Richard will write back to you. And have a really happy Thanksgiving Day.
Yes, everyone, please do.
All right. Bye.